Playing right field, number 1, John Weatherby. Batting second, number 1. Playing second base, Blake Ramos. Batting third, first baseman number 23, Logan Musey. Batting fourth is pitcher number 8, Nick Bonadonna. Batting fifth, center fielder number 21, Wayne Hill. Batting sixth, catcher number 5, Gavin Shapiro. Batting seventh, left fielder number 2, Nate Robbins. Batting eighth is the shortstop, number 11, Kalen Bowles. And batting ninth is the designated hitter, number 12, Matt Meiswinkle. The third baseman for the Thunderbolts of Millville is Sergio Diaz. And as stated, we have 2 really good quality baseball teams here today on the diamond at Mainland Regional. Millville comes in with a record of 4-0. And the number 13 team in the state of New Jersey, the Mustangs of Mainland, are also 4-0. We're going to have our national anthem. Come right back after that. Okay, once again, welcome back, everyone. And as stated, we have a heck of a baseball game here for you today under beautiful weather here in Linwood, New Jersey. We already went over the starting batting order for the Thunderbolts of Millville. At this point, let's go over your defensive alignment for the Mustangs of Mainland. In center field is Mark Elliott. At second base is Brody Levin. Catching is Cole Campbell. Right fielder is Clayton Sands. The third baseman is Sam Wood. The shortstop is Luke Sharp. The first baseman is Alex Adjigian. And the left fielder is Joe Sheeran. The pitcher on the mound, none other than Chase Petty. Chase Petty, highly touted. There's about 40 to 50 scouts behind home plate between colleges and MLB scouts back there watching Chase Petty. He comes in being as good of a high school pitcher as one could be, throwing the ball over 100 miles an hour. Last outing, he had, I believe, 9 pitches of over 100, some recorded at 102, and I think one even at 103. And he is definitely the real deal, and he's definitely tough to hit. Thus the reason why, or part of the reason why, the Mustangs are 4-0 and ranked 13th in the state of New Jersey. Millville comes in rich with baseball tradition. Look no further than recently in the last 10 or so years where they've had really good teams under Roy Hollenbach, and they've won a lot of baseball games. And year in and year out, Millville, the Thunderbolts of Millville, put a really good baseball team on the field, and already 4-0 this year under new head coach Dan Fimiani and assistant Harry Rodriguez. So as stated, we're looking forward to a good one here today. Mainland has taken the field. Petty is warming up, and we're going to have some fun here this afternoon. Mainland does come in with a 21-6 win just yesterday, where they put up, as I just stated, 21 runs on Atlantic Tech. The Bats came out, and they scored a lot of runs in that game. The top 4 hitters for them carried them a long way, but they also had production from the bottom of the lineup. But first, Brody Levin was 3 for 4 with a home run and 4 RBIs and 3 runs scored. But that's not where it stopped. Elliott had a double and 2 RBIs and 5 runs scored. Sam Wood added 3 hits, and Sam Wood, that's what I said, from, just past the meat of that order, in the bottom part of the meat of that order, and we're underway. Petty's first pitch is ball 1, low and outside to right fielder for the Thunderbolts, number 7, John Weatherby. Petty from the windup comes home. And don't mind us today. We're doing the best we can under a sun glare from center field where we can't see the scoreboard, and I believe we have a 2-1 count right now. First pitch was a ball, second pitch a strike to Weatherby, that last pitch a ball low, and the count to Weatherby right now I believe is 2-1. Millville looking to have good at-bats, making Petty work for what he needs to work for in order to get outs, trying to put the ball in play, seeing if they can find grass and produce runs. Weatherby again staring down Petty. And I believe we right now have a full count, a 3-2 count to Weatherby. Petty comes home. And strike 3 to Weatherby for the first out for Millville. Inside part of the plate, fastball to Weatherby is strike 3. Now batting for Millville with 1 down, number 1, second baseman Blake Ramos. Ramos attacking Petty's fastball right there, fouling it straight back, however, for strike 1. Petty looks like he's just throwing the fastball right here so far. Takes the mound and works quick. Little off-speed pitch outside right there, making the count 1-1 to Ramos. And again, when you throw in a 98, 99, 100 plus, you don't have to be too cute on the mound. I believe that was a called strike for a 1-2 count to Ramos. Curveball for strike 3. Good off-speed pitch right there. Again, you're looking fastball. You're looking for you're looking for the heat, and you get that off-speed pitch that breaks, let's say, like 12-6. And you can't help but just let it pass. Coming to the plate now, batting third for the Millville Thunderbolts is number 23, first baseman Logan Musey. And this will be a good matchup right here. Logan Musey can hit. Older brother William Musey now playing at Goldie Beacon, big-time power hitter for the Thunderbolts, and this young man Logan making a name for himself as well. Grew up at the game, father on down, and good family, good player is Logan Musey. Ball 1 to him, 1-0 count. He hits a line drive, ground ball right to the shortstop. Throw the first is in time, and we're through the top of the first. Millville unable to get a run there in the top of the first off of Petty, and Mainland will now come to bat. Leading off will be Elliott, Petty, and Levitt. Be right back after this. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're BFA Sports is coming to you live from Mainland Regional High School. I am Steve Westcott, glad to be broadcasting this game for you today from Linwood, New Jersey. Between the 13th ranked team in the state of New Jersey, the Mainland Mustangs, and the rich in tradition baseball Millville Thunderbolts. Let's go over Millville's defensive line. Alignment: Robbins is in right field, Hill in center, Weatherby in right, Diaz is at third, Bowles is at short, Ramos is at second, Musey at first, Shapiro is catching, and to the hill is Nick Bonadonna, and he's no slouch on that hill either. I know the hype here today is, a lot about Chase Petty, as it should be, and well-deserved. What a good young man all the reports are about him, and he's certainly a great, great player, possibly projected to be a first-round pick in the MLB upcoming draft. But Nick Bonadonna also taking the hill from Millville is a really good pitcher. He also had an older brother that went to Millville, but he, again, just like Musey, is making a name of his own, and he's no slouch on that hill. He can throw, and he'll do a really good job today for the Millville Thunderbolts and trying, to keep them in this game, facing, a really good pitcher like Petty. But Bonadonna will certainly meet the match. He's a good young man and a tough pitcher on the hill. Leading off for Mainland is center fielder number 23, Mark Elliott. Elliott takes a ball outside. Count 1-0. Bonadonna's second pitch is up high, making the count now to Elliott 2-0. Mainland off to a 4-0 start under head coach Bill Kern, assistant coach Mike Edwards. Bonadonna to the plate, high and in, 3-0 to Elliott. And that's ball 4. Elliott walks on 4 pitches. And that will bring to the plate number 4, pitcher Chase Petty. When you're on a number 13 team in the state of New Jersey and you're second in the lineup, you do more than just throw, and he's doing a nice job at the plate this year for the Mustangs as well. See what he can do here with a runner on first. And Elliott, Bonadonna to the stretch, comes home, pitches high, ball 1. Bonadonna will try to just settle in here right now. Take a deep breath, see if he can find the strike zone, find the plate, and start filling the zone with strikes. Takes a second to throw over to first just to check on Elliott. Bonadonna comes home, and Petty crushes one. And ladies and gentlemen, that ball is crushed into the JV field backstop. Chase Petty goes long on a 1-0 count and hits a 2-run bomb, giving the Mainland the lead at 2-0. We just got done talking about how he's doing a nice job, not just on the hill, but at the plate as well. And right on cue, Chase Petty hits a bomb to left field. 2-0 Mainland. The only question in that one, folks, was it fair or was it foul? And it was fair and hit the backstop approximately 50 to 60 feet behind the left field foul pole. That was crushed, and that was gone from the word go. Bonadonna now tries to settle in. He's facing second baseman Brody Levin. Pitch might have been a little bit inside, so I think it's a 1-0 count to Levin. Two-0 count. Fastball from Bonadonna, a little bit low. Levin steps back in. Pitch called strike. Count now stands at 2-1. Pitch a little bit low to Levin from Bonadonna. Count now 3-1. Bonadonna comes home. Hard ground ball down the line. That's fair. Levin rounds first. Makes a big turn, but good play by the left fielder, Robbins, holding Levin to a single. Well done tracking that ball down the line, getting it back in. Levin can't go to – he turned like he wanted to go for two, but could not. That brings to the plate with Levin on first. Catcher, number 1, Cole Campbell. Bonadonna from the stretch, comes set, comes home, throw strike 1. 0-1 count to Campbell. Still nobody out here in the first. 2-0 Mainland on a 2-run home run by Chase Petty. Everybody expected him to do it on the hill. He did it there in the top of the first. He did it with the bat in the bottom of the first. Levin follows up with a single, and he's on first. Here is another shot, line drive to left field by Cole Campbell. Another single, making it first and second for the Mustangs. Now coming to the plate for Mainland will be right fielder Clayton Sands. Bonadonna comes set. The pitch to Sands. Low and outside, ball 1. High and inside. I'm going to keep doing the we're back. Test 1, 2. Ryan, I think we're back. Test 1, 2. Welcome back. We had a little power issue over by the scoreboard. In left field, Clayton Sands just drew a walk. You didn't miss much except a strike and 2 balls to Sands. Those 2 balls forced the walk. He's now at first. Campbell at second. Brody Levin at third. Still no one out here in the bottom of the first. Again, it's a 2-0 lead from Mainland on a 2-run home run by Chase Petty. The bases are now loaded with nobody out. Millville's pitching coach comes to the mound to try to settle down Bonadonna. And as stated, the bases are now loaded, bringing to the plate for Mainland the third baseman, number 8, Sam Wood. And we just got done talking about in our pregame about how Sam Wood, on the bottom half of what is the meat of that lineup in that 6-hole, had a really good day yesterday in contributing to the top of this Mainland lineup, which is a really good top of the lineup from 1 through 5. Wood had a couple hits and 4 or 5 runs scored, I believe, yesterday against ACIT. And he's at the plate now with the bases loaded and nobody out. And he takes ball 1 on the outside part of the plate. 1-0 count to Wood. And I believe the count is now 2-0. Strike 1. 2-1 count now to Sam Wood. Again, we're coming to you from center field due to the number of scouts that are behind home plate, both collegiate and MLB, forcing our broadcast from center field. So they're Couple little technical issues out here, and we're working through them. We hope you're enjoying this game. That's strike two. The count is now 2-2 to Sam Wood. Again, Mainland with the bases loaded. Millville just called timeout, went out, talked to Bonadonna, tried to settle him down. Looks like this is a much better at bat for him. And that's strike three. Well done by Nick Bonadonna, answering the timeout with a strikeout of Wood for the first out of the inning for the Mustangs. Bases are still loaded, bringing to the plate number 5, shortstop Luke Sharp. Ball 1 to Sharp, making the count 1-0. Bonadonna now working from the windup with the bases loaded. Comes home. Ball 2, down and low. 2-0 count to Sharp. Again, Levin's on third, Campbell's on second, Sands is on first. 1 out here in the bottom of the first for the Mustangs. Bonadonna comes home for strike 1. 2-1 count now to Sharp. Down low, ball bounces away from the catcher. Shapiro. No runners can advance, so now it's a 3-1 count to Luke Sharp. Still with the bases loaded for Mainland. That's ball 4 to Sharp. He walks, bringing in a run. RBI for Sharp on the walk. Campbell goes to third, Sands to second. Sharp's on first with that walk, bringing to the plate number 24, first baseman Alex Agagian. Or Agigian. I apologize if I mispronounce it here today. One down here in the bottom of the first for Mainland, working against Bonadonna, bases loaded. Swing and a miss by Agigian, or Gigian. Bonadonna from the windup. Comes home. Ball in the dirt. I believe that's 2-2 count, or 1-2 count. I apologize. Foul ball from Agigian. The count's still 1-2 with the bases loaded. 1 down here in the bottom of first. No take on the curveball, making the count, I believe, 2-2 now. Called ball. Sharp ground ball to the shortstop, fielded 6-4 to 3, double play, and a really good job by Millville holding that Mainland score to just 3 on the board on a 6-4-3 double play. Mainland does post 3 in the top of the first. They take the lead after 1, 3-0. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back, folks, to Mainland Regional High School for the top of the second inning. Leading off the top of the second for the Thunderbolts of Millville is pitcher number 8, Nick Bonadonna. And I'll tell you what, Mainland scored 3 in the bottom of the first, but Millville got out of serious trouble on a 6-4-3 double play from Bowles to Ramos to Musi, keeping that 3-run lead at just 3 for Mainland. And again, Nick Bonadonna at the plate facing Chase Petty. Fastball fouled straight back by Bonadonna for strike 1. Petty able to get the Thunderbolts 1, 2, 3 in the top of the first. Pitch outside, ball 1, making the count 2-1 now to Bonadonna. Everybody here to watch Chase Petty and this Mainland Mustang team. Sidelines are covered with people. Scouts covering home plate, at least 40 to 50 of them. I think they said they were expecting 60. The AD here at Mainland, Coach Gatley, said expecting approximately 60 scouts here today. 2-2 count to Bonadonna. Hits a ground ball right back to Petty. He fields, flips the first. 1 down here in the top of the second for Millville on a 1-3 put out by Petty. That brings to the plate center fielder number 21, Wayne Hill for the Thunderbolts. Hill steps in. Petty comes to the plate. Curveball, strike 1 as Hill swings through the off-speed pitch. Count 0-1 to Hill. I believe that call might have been either in or low. It was now a 1-1 count. Hill looking to be the first base runner here for the Thunderbolts. Check swing, ground ball, first base side foul, making the count now 1-2 to Hill. Petty, you can tell when he gets that groove, he works fast, he works hard, he's confident on that hill. Now a rally here. Not arguably the best pitcher, but the best pitcher in South Jersey and New Jersey, Chase Petty on the hill. Bunch of scouts back there behind home plate. Here to see him today. And we're ready to start the bottom of the second here with Bonadonna on the hill facing left fielder for Mainland, Joe Sheeran. Bonadonna comes home. Ball pitches a little bit low for ball 1. Sheeran steps back in, and Bonadonna's second pitch is low again for ball 2. 2-0 count to Sheeran. Third pitch, ground ball hit the third baseman Diaz. He throws across the diamond to Musi in time for out number 1 on a 5-3 put out from Millville. And that'll bring to the plate the top. They'll go back to the top of the order, will Mainland, to center fielder Mark Elliott, who walked and scored a run on his first at-bat. Bonadonna comes home. Elliott aggressive at the plate, swinging at the first pitch and fouls it back. For strike 1, count is 0-1 to Elliott. Again, coming to you from Mainland Regional, all the way out in center field, but it's a good view. Curveball from Bonadonna is strike 2 to Elliott. And the Mustangs. The pitch was called a strike. Bonadonna working fast from the stretch, comes home, and that's strike 2. So 2 strikes now to Levin. I believe the count is 2-2 to Brody Levin, with Petty on second and 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Bonadonna comes home, the ball's high. That pitch is high for, I believe ball 3. I believe the count's 3-2. And again, working from center field and unable to seeing the scoreboard. Top of the third for the Thunderbolts. I believe that was strike 2 to Robbins. Fastball for strike 3, right down the heart of the plate. And that is the 5th strikeout for Chase Petty.